Okay, we're off John Wayne. Kind of a windy day here today, but it's smooth right here. I'm going to go up to 2,500. Let's go up to 3,000.
Southwest 3929, channel left at Echo, contact ground.
Really windy, but actually smooth air. It's kind of surprising. This is a 2018 Cirrus SR22T G6. You know, I figured all these G6s probably, they're basically the same in my opinion. You see once in a while, you see one without TKS, but I think avionics, TKS, air conditioning, oxygen, all the stuff that they normally get. This one has a nice two-tone interior. This is now not the current generation. Cirrus came out with the G7 recently. I've not flown that airplane, but it looks like they made a lot of nice improvements. And they always do. They always make pretty nice improvements from each one of their generations. And it's an impressive airplane. And I don't know how many. I've actually flown this airplane in a video before out to Palm Springs early on. But I always say that Cirrus has done a really magnificent job of delivering to the market what people want. And this airplane is the most popular general aviation airplane volume-wise across the board, and they're the G7s are north of $1 million. They've probably been north of $1 million for a while now, and people are buying them. I forgot to look at the production numbers, but I know that they're by far and away the #1 selling airplane in the market. And when you fly them and you see the progression and how they've upgraded the airplanes, fine-tuned them, to me it's easy to see why they're popular. They're just really great airplanes, and this one's no exception. This is a one-owner airplane. Good friend of mine. I met him 25 years ago. Sold him a couple Cessnas, and then he went to the Cirrus, and he passed away back in December. And kind of a sad day. I flew this airplane with him many times. He was 93. Really good guy, good friend, George Schreier. We'll miss him. So whoever gets this airplane will get George's airplane, and he took very good care of him. They just had an annual at Martin Aviation, and I was just on their ramp, and they had a ton of airplanes. Their service center, I was really impressed with the service we got there. Anyway, back to this airplane. It has 694 on the flight meter, total time. 2018, always hangared. I've been around this airplane since it was brand new. It's always been hangared, always been babied, well taken care of, and flown it many times over the years. This airplane's 7 years old now. It's got all the options, ADS-B, in, out. It's got the IFR and VFR charts, traffic, terrain. So it's got XM, satellite phone, ADS-B. It's got the EBS video camera. It's got Garmin Connect with the iPad. So this thing has everything. Really, I think like I said, I think most of these G6 airplanes, all the Cirrus that come out from the factory, I can't imagine anybody ordering one and not getting everything on them. We're down here at 3,000 feet, indicating about 145 knots, 70% power, and it's 153 true. Let's just do a quick performance.
John Wayne ground, citation 82 Bravo Bravo, clear.
Check
20.
12,000 feet, 85% power at ISA, 187 knots. I think that G5 was a little less. So I think they got a little more speed out of these G6s. But generally speaking, they're the same. The Perspective Plus is different. I think the way the yaw damper works, maybe the envelope or the stability protection may be a little bit different. There's a few changes. This one's going to be priced probably around $125,000 more than the 2013 G5 that I did a video on as well. So it's kind of you know, a good difference in the price. You know, for that airplane actually has less time than this one. There was a very low time airplane. But the performance is pretty close on the G5 versus the G6. Man, you can really see the waves today with this wind blowing, but it's nice and pretty smooth up here. I recently got a type rating in the Vision Jet SF50, and that was a cool experience. That's a cool airplane. I hadn't flown it much before I did the type rating. I got one flight in it a few months ago, and I was impressed with that airplane. That was I think the Generation 2, whatever the latest variant is, and I have a client that's going to be picking up a new one, and he wanted me to do some flying with him, so I got the type rating, and I was impressed with that airplane. I didn't really get a chance in the type rating to do a lot of cruising in it. We did, you know, the requirements for the type rating, but it's an impressive airplane. I hadn't had a lot of experience in it. Obviously, you can see the similarities, and you can see why. I don't know what the percentage of people buying this Vision Jet coming out of these airplanes and transitioning into that single engine. You know, very similar look and feel. They made they made it very common. So if you get in a Vision Jet after you flew, even in a previous generation Cirrus, not necessarily the G7 with the touch controllers, you would feel right at home. And I was impressed with the airplane overall. And I'm going to get some time and cruise and, you know, doing departure procedures and arrivals and on this flight back from Knoxville, and I'll have more to say about it, but because I've never flown one cross country, it's just been this local flying and training and a type rating check ride. So, but you know, getting in this is the first time I've flown a Cirrus since I did the Vision Jet type rating, and you can really, you know, you can see now the similarities are more prevalent. So if you're thinking about going to a Vision Jet, I mean, you don't need me to tell you, but obviously this airplane would be a great platform to start learning and flying in, and then transition to that airplane would be, in my opinion, would be a very easy transition. Yeah, you got some stuff to learn in a jet type rating and flying a jet, but it's once you get that training done, it's pretty easy. So Cirrus, again, you know, they really they think about those kinds of things when they're thinking about progression of models and pilot experience, that type of thing. I think they've done a really good job. And when you think about it from that perspective, that the way they set that Vision Jet up makes a lot of sense. It'll be interesting to see what they come up with next. Like, what's the next progression? You know, if you're going to get a twin jet, like a Mustang or a M2 Phenom 100, one of the twin engine airplanes, you know, you got that intermediate step that you got to think about building some multi-engine time. But still, an SR22 to learn and build cross-country time in. I've had several customers do it, and you know, without exception, they all have great things to say about the SR22 turbos. Really great planes. They've evolved, and again, this is a real nice example of one. I'm sure it'll be popular on the market. It's beautiful. The paint's beautiful. The interior's like new, and just, you know, I mean, I don't know what else to say about it other than you wouldn't be disappointed if you came out and looked at this airplane and did a test flight in it, because it's in excellent condition. All right, now I'm going to head back into John Wayne. Maybe what I'll do is see if I can get a practice ILS and couple this up to the autopilot. Make sure that after the annual, everything works good on the avionics. We had a little glitch after the annual, but Martin jumped right on it and fixed it for me. So I'm going to call up SoCal here. See if I can get an approach. 292 Golf Sierra is with you, 3000 descending for 2600, heading 015.
292 Golf Sierra, SoCal Roger, thanks. Altitude your discretion, altimeter 2988.
Copy all, 292 Golf Sierra.
November 2 Golf Sierra, turn right 100.
Right turn to 1002 Golf Sierra.
Golf Golf Sierra, turn right 170, maintain VFR, cleared ILS 20 right.
170, maintain VFR, and clear for the practice ILS 20 right, 292 Golf Sierra. Okay, so I go approach, I got localizer and glide slope.
November 2 Golf Sierra, contact tower 126.8, we'll see you.
Thanks for your help. Going to tower. This is 2 Golf Sierra. Pumps on, mixture's rich. 2 Golf Sierra for 20 right. I can't remember if I called you or not.
Cirrus 2 Golf Sierra, German tower, runway 20 right, continue. Traffic will be holding in position.
Continue for 20 right, 2 Golf Sierra.
Southwest 3918, runway 20 right, line up point. Traffic Sierra is 4 mile final.
So this speed's kind of all over the place because of the wind. Wind's blowing at 16 knots. I think when I left it was variable at 6, gusting to 17.
Cirrus 2 Golf Sierra, traffic 737 departing ahead, runway 20 right, clear to land.
Clear to land, 20 right, 292 Golf Sierra. Flaps to go, boost pumps on, mixture's rich. So we'll say I broke out right at minimums.
Minimums.
There's minimums. Autopilot comes off, flaps to land, 100%. That's not too bad.
There's your aircraft information, Fox.
Pretty much stayed right with the glide slope. Speed's right on the money.
With that jet 952, traffic 737 on a 5 mile final, runway 20 right, line up and wait.
20 right, line up and wait, exact jet 952.
Worked out pretty good.
Cirrus 2 Golf Sierra, safe parking.
Going to east side executive for 2 Golf Sierra. ...2018 SR22 G6 turbo. Really nice, really nice airplane. Fresh annual from Martin Aviation, their service center. Must be a good one because their ramp is absolutely loaded with SR22s. I had really good service there. Well maintained, no damage, excellent condition all the way around. All the options, just a great airplane. If you want to get more information on it, give me a call, and thank you for watching.